Howdy folks, it's time for a Texas football talking point. I'm Managing Editor Travis Stewart of the DCTF brand. This is Greg Tepper, our Associate Editor. And now it's time to talk about who may be my favorite defensive player in the state of Texas. It's Houston linebacker Derek Matthews. I'm just going to ask it straight out. Here's the question. Best linebacker in the state of Texas?
You know, you said he might be your favorite defensive player in the state of Texas. For you, we might be able to drop the word defensive. I know you are a big Derek Matthews fan. And for good reason. Last year, 126 tackles, 21 tackles for loss. I mean, he was a man among boys out there. And as far as best linebacker in the state, I mean, who are you going to argue with? You know, maybe Jordan Hicks at Texas.
He's been hurt.
You know, he's been banged up. You know, maybe Jared Mayo at Texas State.
Still fairly unknown.
Exactly.
David Mayo, I think, still a fairly unknown name.
You know, there was a few other guys, maybe Steven Jenkins at Texas A&M. But if you're looking for a lock stock guy that you know is going to go out there and guarantee you 120 tackles next year, I think it's got to be Derek Matthews. He is all over the place. He's one of the few defensive players, I think, who is just truly fun to watch on every play.
And absolutely, they need him to be that guy because Philip Stewart is graduating, just like they needed Philip Stewart to be that guy when Marcus McGraw graduated. But I can speak from personal experience. You know, sometimes tackle numbers a little inflated, but I can tell you straight up, Matthews' kid can play. I went and saw him in the playoffs in high school when he was at North Shore against Katy, and he single-handedly almost wrecked that Katy team. Every single tackle, bam, Matthews was right there. That's what he brings to the Houston defense. When I look down the other guys at position in the state of Texas, I see some good ones. We didn't mention Lackey or Hager at Baylor, who are both pretty good guys. I'm telling you what, if I had one defensive player to pick for that spot, Matthews with one team. Matthews is pretty tough.
You know what sets him apart is that, you know, you look at these other guys, you know, Steven Jenkins at Texas A&M, for example. Steven Jenkins is a very good run stuffer. Pass coverage, you know, he's pretty good, not great. With Matthews, this is the guy who can go all over the field. He can do whatever you want. He can drop into coverage. He can blitz the quarterback. He can stuff the run. He can do it all. I mean, if you're talking about most versatile guy, best guy, whatever words you want to say, you know, we can't heap enough praise on a Derek Matthews. We're big Derek Matthews fans, if you can't tell.
It's become fairly obvious.
Yeah, exactly.
Real quick, do you think he can be a 200 tackle guy? That means essentially averaging almost 20 tackles a game.
That's asking a whole lot. There's only a handful of those guys in the nation, you know, every couple of years. He's got a shot, though. Like we said, we think that he's the best we think he's the best linebacker in Texas. He's got a shot. I think that's maybe asking a little too much.
All right, plain English. I think if he doesn't get there, and I don't want to put it all on one guy, there's a lot of things that has to happen. If he doesn't get there, it's going to be mighty tough for that team to make a bowl, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that's got a lot of holes to fill, but one hole they do not have to fill is at linebacker. He's incredible.
And quarterback. They can sling the ball a bit, but piling wide receivers
Pretty
good, too. We actually agreed on something for a change. Harmony at Dave Campbell's Texas football. To that end, I'm Travis Stewart, Managing Editor. That's Greg Tepper, Associate Editor. And another talking point in the books. We'll see you next time.